Shout out to Astropro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. Speaking of free samples, I am honestly so grateful because, as you know, this is allergy season in Texas. I think Texas is one of the worst places to live if you have allergies. I have this tree in my backyard. It is the cottonwood tree. I'm highly allergic to cottonwood, not only myself, but also Travis is, and I believe our children are. And Astropro has come in handy. It's a nasal spray, and it has made such a difference in my seasonal allergies. I feel like I can breathe, and it really helped relieve my symptoms quickly. Astropro is the first of its kind nasal allergy spray. It is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working within 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take an hour. And if you've had allergies, you know that every minute counts. Astropro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astropro. Go to astroproallergy.com for a discount so you can Astropro and go today. ASTEPRO allergy.com. Astropro and go. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies.
Yay Networks.
Brandi is in Florida, so she is joining us. Well, she's really trying to join us from Florida. Hold on a sec. I'll see her like pop up and then disappear and then pop up and then disappear. Trey just left my house. I first time in 5 years, I went through my closet and got rid of things. It was a very painful experience. I'm still coming down from, but yes, I purged my closet. Honestly,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you. And he kept trying to get me to get rid of things that I still really like. So we fought a little bit, but it was good. I got rid of a lot of stuff. Oh, thank you guys for all the claps. Oh my gosh. Trey, yeah, we're still waiting on Brandi. Hopefully she comes. She has all 4 kids, but I think she brought a nanny with her to the beach. Her and Brian invited Travis and I, or I guess Brian invited Travis. And then, but we don't have children and they have, all 4 of their kids. We were like, normally I would say yes, but that is probably not. When you're kid free, you just want to enjoy the quiet.
Yep.
So we did not go. Okay, Miss Brandi, is she on? Is she hopping on?
Don't
oh my
see
gosh,
her.
I feel like we're so undeserving of all these fire things that people are. Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, while we wait for Brandi to join, we need to discuss something that is very near and dear to my heart.
What?
And that is this photo shoot that Colton Underwood just posted pictures from. Have you seen it?
So I saw one picture that you showed me yesterday because you were real excited. And it was him, obviously with no clothes on. And I think he had his hands or something where his franks and beans were supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes. So
I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so that leads me to this question. Would you ever, or have you ever done a boudoir shoot for Travis? Done like a boudoir shoot?
I have not. I was gonna do one, and then I have not. I mean, I've taken back in the day, pictures, little, half naked selfies and sent them to him. But I have not done one. I would not be opposed, but right now I am not in a boudoir shoot body situation. I don't think I would have to really feel good about myself.
Hold on, is someone hanging out the window?
Randy. What in the yeah? He said
it sounds like you're hanging out the window.
That I'm hanging out a window?
Yeah, there was like a ton of wind.
Oh yes, I'm sitting on my patio overlooking the ocean. It's amazing. Do I need to move inside? Probably do. No, now we can't. Now we can't hear it. It was just when you first got out, it was like a big gust of wind, but now it's quiet.
Yeah, and there was a helicopter going by, so I apologize. But yay, I could not figure out how to join y'all. I thought I was going to mess something up or start my own thing. So here I am.
Oh, wait. I would have loved to have seen you out there on your own, stereo live.
I'd be like, hey.
All right, so Brandi, Brandi, Steph and I were just discussing, have you seen Colton Underwood's new naked photo shoot?
No, have you?
Absolutely, I have. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you how many people have sent this picture to me. And let me just tell you what, I booked, this is just convenient, I booked a trip to Denver next week, not to go find him. That's kind of how the Lord works. But now, I tell you what, I'm doubling down my efforts.
But Trey, would you be like, he's in such good shape, I would feel uncomfortable. Like, I would feel like I would have to do like 5,000 setups a day.
Hold on. This sound is terrible right now.
Okay, hold on. Let's move inside because I feel like Hurricane Elsa is coming through.
Well, has there ever been a Hurricane Elsa?
No, that's what it is. It's Hurricane Elsa.
Oh, okay.
It's a real hurricane.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought that was just a Disney princess.
No, it's a real hurricane. A real hurricane is coming through, and her name is Hurricane Elsa. And I can't wait to hear about this Colton situation. So,
okay, now you're perfect again. Okay.
So have either of you ever done a naked photo shoot for your significant other?
No.
I've never done a professional one.
Would you?
If I was feeling real good about myself, maybe.
No, absolutely not. I do not feel good about myself.
But I would not know who to have to shoot me. I'm very shy. I'm a very prude person by nature. Like, I don't just have my chimichangas out for everybody. Like, I'm not like one of those people that just walks around, a gym naked after my workout, changing clothes. Like, I'm like, I don't like to just, I don't know who I'd have shoot it. I would have to have, not even you, Trey. I'd have to have Brandi shoot it.
I mean, I would do that.
Absolutely not. Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, I think I would be a photographer.
We are recording this week's podcast on stereo, which I love because it is a great interactive platform. So if any of you have ever taken nudie photos and it went awry, please send us a little voice message. We want to hear about it. I had a friend that paid for these like sexy photos to be done, and she accidentally sent them to her dad.
What?
She had her boyfriend in her phone as daddy and accidentally sent them to her dad instead.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Do you know what? That reminds me of like some story you might hear on Dipsy.
Okay, Brandi is obsessed with this Dipsy. It's a podcast, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's an audio app full of short, sexy stories designed to turn you on. But they're fun and honestly they're tasteful, and you can really get into it because like there really is as like these stories for everybody, but they're not just all sexy time. Like there can be there's some that they're more like soundscapes for wellness and sensual bedtime stories. So they're not all complete sexy time, but let me tell you, like if you're a 50 Shades of Grey type of fan, you will love it. So all I have to say is for our listeners of this show, Dipsy is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipsystories.com/weeklydose. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to Dipsy. That's DIPSEA stories.com/weeklydose. Dipsystories.com/weeklydose. But you guys, I'm telling you, like they really do. I sometimes need a little help. And so I think it's funny because I've kind of challenged myself with this app and it works. So yeah.
Oh, Lord, I'm gonna be like, Travis,
stories on.
I'm gonna be like, Travis, sit back and relax, and I'm gonna play you a story.
But maybe not listen to these stories with your daddy.
Oh my god. Okay, so
what did your friend do?
Trey?
Yes.
Oh, he's muted himself.
What did your friend do?
What did my friend do? I don't know. Honestly, I would have thrown myself off a bridge. I don't remember what she did, but I don't. I think she was just like, "Oh my god, don't look at these." Like I think she called him actually.
Oh my god!
And explained the situation.
I would just not tell my father.
Okay,
for
you want to know
10
something really nasty? Want to know something really nasty?
Yeah,
So
always.
when I was in high school, I had a friend that would not do it for the first time in the vagina, but she let him do it in her booty.
What?
And
What?
God.
yes, and then so she got home and she was in the kitchen, and then she sneezed and farted, and the stuff like flew out her butt and landed on the kitchen floor.
What?
Oh my God.
and her dad was like, and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm sick.
He's like,
Oh my gosh. Wait, that's weird.
that is not normal. That is not normal.
I hope nobody's having their lunch right now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
this is
we
just
need
gonna
to
be a
talk
really
about.
nasty podcast. Because wait, I have a
Yeah.
really good story about Travis before I forget. Because I'm sitting on the couch that it happened on. So a few days ago, I go and spray tan. So a few days ago, I go and spray tan, right? And you know how spray tan doesn't always smell the best, but we were going to go to a pool party the next day, and I look like a marshmallow because I never ever get any sun. So I go and spray tan, and then I come back, and Travis is like, "Oh, I hate when you do that because it smells and it gets everything orange." So I have been trying to work out and eat really, really healthy, like a lot of vegetables and protein and, a little different than I normally do. So I have really bad gas, but my gas smells
That's
very,
normal.
very different, right? It smells like rotten eggs instead of like a true fart. So, so anyway, so Travis likes, so Travis likes me to tickle his back, scratch his back. So we're on this couch I'm sitting on right now, and I spray tan, and he's over there, and he keeps being like, "Oh my God, I can smell your spray tan. It's so disgusting." Well, it's not my spray tan. I am tuning up a storm because I have so much gas, right? It smells a little different. So I'm like, "Oh, really? It's interesting. I can't smell anything." So then he wants his back scratched. So I'm like, come over here and lay your head down on my lap and I'll tickle your back, right? So he's like down and I'm tickling his back, and I keep letting like the silent but deadlies left and right. He's just laying there. And then he's like, and he keeps saying like, "Oh my God, this is horrible." So we're smelling spray tan.
What is wrong with you?
I support this
So I just keep going along with it, and it's just I'm getting so tickled.
Oh my God.
So then he's like, "I can't even get my back scratched. This is so horrible." So then we go to bed, and he goes to sleep before me because he has to wake up a lot earlier. And I still have I've never been so gassy in my life. And I let another one rip. But again, it's very silent. And I wake him up out of his sleep, and he's like, "Oh my God, you could never spray tan again." He's like, "I cannot sleep."
Did you tell him that it wasn't the spray tan eventually?
No, I just think it's so funny. No, he has no idea, but it was so funny.
He's
Yeah,
probably like reached out to the creators and been like, "Your shit stinks."
He's like, "Dear Palm Beach Chan, we gotta talk." Oh my gosh! So yeah, that's my fart story. Just in case people are like, "You guys are nasty," but whatever, it's fun.
Okay, so we do have someone that just submitted a little audio thing that has a terrible boudoir shoot story.
So this is not for me, but it is a story about one of my friends. She did a boudoir shoot for her husband, and then a couple weeks went by, and people were sending her Facebook messages asking if these pictures of this girl were her. And turns out that the photographer had put her pictures in his Facebook portfolio and didn't even ask her. So everybody was able to go in and look at her pictures.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so Brandi and I have a mutual friend who did one for her husband a while ago. And the photographer did the same thing, but not on Facebook, but on her website. And our friend, her name's Erin, saw them and freaked out because she's like, oh my God, this you can't do that. Like, this is just for my husband, and had her take him down. But like, that is another thing that would scare me to death if somebody put those out there. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, somebody else having ownership.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that would be horrible.
That would be very entertaining, though. If we just scroll into your Facebook feed and.
Oh Lord! Oh Lord! No!
Trust me,
that would be my nightmare.
I have scrolled through my social media feed and been like, "What? Wait, what? Who's? I know that person. Oh, I think I do. Oh no! Oh no!"
Okay, Brandi, we have someone else who would like to follow up on your friend's first time story.
Okay, so the very first time a friend of mine had anal sex, when he pulled out, there was a lima bean attached to his penis. True story. Not my booty hole, though.
Shut up! Oh my God! A lima bean? Oh my God! I feel like maybe corn. Oh my God! A lima bean.
What else can you find up there?
She needs to chew her food a little bit more. Do lima beans? Do they come out like a lima bean still? I don't know. I'm gonna eat lima beans and poop and let you know.
This conversation.
Oh
my God,
goodness.
it's so funny.
I told you about my turd that came out looking like a payday, right?
No, you sent me a picture, girl. You sent me a picture.
What?
Yes. Brandi and I are those real nasty friends that not so much anymore, but I swear to you, I mean, back in the day, we were real nasty. We would send each other pictures of our poo if it was interesting. We'd be like, is this normal?
Oh my gosh. All right, so the hot topic in the room is this whole Free Britney movement. Now, I have to tell you, I was in Vegas a few days ago, and the Free Britney movement there is almost like a presidential campaign. Like, there are signs everywhere. They are very much into freeing Britney because they had Britney for so long. What is y'all's take on the fact that the judge denied her father being taken off the conservatorship?
I just want to say that I just really think that, okay, first of all, I love me some Britney. And I feel like the entire thing is unfair. But also, we don't know everything. But I will say that I do think it's complete bullshit. And sorry to say a bad word. I mean, we've talked about words, right? But I think it's BS. It really makes me mad. I don't know why, but I love the fact that so many of us are really rallying behind her and we want to help her. I mean, I don't know how much we can do other than, stand up and have a voice, but I just feel like this entire thing is unfair. I mean, she's been a child since a child in the public eye, and she deserves to be normal and feel normal.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this, because I read somewhere, maybe somebody told me something, that it was denied because she didn't do the paperwork or do all the paperwork or something, or was it denied because they truly want her father to be in charge of her finances? Because, all right, Trey, do you know? Because you seem to know everything. You have nothing better to do with your life. Find out.
I listened to her audio with the judge, and then
which was sad. I can't imagine them.
So sad. I
can't imagine them keeping her father. Oh, go ahead.
And I also listened to Jamie Lynn when she came out and spoke about it.
Okay, so the paperwork thing. Well, let's start over. So if you didn't listen to Britney's testimony, basically what she said in there was that she doesn't want to feel like she works for the people she pays, which I think is a very reasonable request.
Right. Right.
Yes.
They switched her therapy whenever I think this all happened about 2 years ago, whenever she refused to renew her Vegas contract. Because remember, she went on Good Morning America, and there was this big stage set up, and they were announcing that she was renewing her residency, and she literally walked out the doors and walked right into a car and left. She was supposed to perform. She didn't perform. She just went out there, did the runway, and walked out. And that was kind of what she was saying when it all went south. That was when they changed her meds from whatever she was on for like 5 years to lithium. And I guess lithium makes you feel like you're drunk. And it's something she's required to take. They were saying that she's not able to like paint her kitchen cabinets. That she was told that for a year, nail salons and hair salons were all closed, but she realized that's not true whenever her housekeepers would come with new nails every week. And she finally asked them, where'd you get your nails done? They're like, down the street. But the conservatorship wouldn't allow her to get her nails done.
So my
she
question
wasn't
is,
able
so
to, like,
she just did she? It makes you feel like, does she just not have access to social media, like what's going on in the world, the news? You know what I mean? Like how much?
So there is
she
some
know?
girl that runs her social media. That I don't know how that was recently found out, whether that's from court documents or what, because the girl's on payroll. But there is a social media manager, so it's assumed that this girl is the one that's posting all the stuff that's online. But like she has, what is it called, an IUD?
IUD, yeah.
Yeah, in her, so she can't get pregnant, she can't get married, which I think, honestly, to an extent, that makes sense, because I think that she is, if you watch the documentary, she is very quick to fall in love. And I do think she's in a position where she can be easily manipulated. And I think that's the big thing that the conservator, or that the judge was saying, is that she's not going to remove her dad because Britney is still easily manipulated. Now, with the paperwork filing, there was a financial group that was brought on, I believe 2 years, or like the end of 2019, to manage all of her finances. But Britney never filed the proper paperwork to get them started, so they never actually started.
That's where the paperwork. I knew there was paperwork about something. Okay, that's where the paperwork was.
So that company came out this morning and said they are withdrawing and they don't want to have any part of the conservatorship because they only wanted to join this to help her, and obviously she doesn't want it, so they're out. Which, honestly, press purposes, that was probably the smartest thing to do. Now there's another girl. So Jamie was in charge of Britney's finances, and then there's a girl named Jody who's in charge of her person. And now she wants this girl Jody removed. Jody said that she was brought on essentially to get rid of the conservatorship, to get her to a point where she can be done with it. But I guess she moved Britney from therapy inside of her home to a very public office building in Westlake that always has paparazzi sitting outside of it. And instead of going just one time a week, she now goes 3 times a week, and she feels like it's to humiliate her.
I mean, I wouldn't want to do therapy. If I'm Britney Spears, I would not want to do therapy outside of my home. I would want somebody to come to the house. And there are so many different options you can use for therapy. Like, I don't see why you would have to have somebody. I don't see why she would have to go to somebody whenever people can come to your home. You can do online therapy. You can do over the phone therapy. I mean, there are a ton of resources. I mean, for myself, I know we've talked about them before, but I use BetterHelp, which I am a big, big believer in. I really do believe that everyone needs somebody to talk to. And if you don't have someone to talk to and you're struggling, BetterHelp is fantastic because it puts you in touch with a licensed therapist, and all you do is get online, take a quiz, and then you're matched with your perfect therapist. And if for some reason you meet that therapist and you're like, this isn't really a great fit, you can try different therapists out until you find a therapist to perfectly fit your needs. You can speak to your therapist over the phone or on video chat, and you can even text message your therapist during the week to check in. And it's just a really, really great resource. It's also a lot cheaper than in-person therapy. I've gone to a lot of therapists in the past, and it can be very, very expensive. So it's a really great, cost-effective way to get therapy. I want you guys to start living a happier life today. And as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/weeklydose. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/weeklydose.
Yeah. And I love that you can, like Steph said, you can do it, from the convenience of your home, your car, and take care of yourself.
Yeah, I started using them during COVID because, I mean, you really couldn't go anywhere to see a therapist. but they're fantastic. And I have a really great lady that I use from BetterHelp. So it's a really, really great resource.
Yes.
Okay, so
we have someone that
yeah.
sent in a question kind of along the Britney lines, because one of the big things is that a lot of people are up in arms about is that she can't get married or have a baby. So they do allow her boyfriend to live in the house, but something she can't do is ride in the car with her boyfriend.
So strange.
Oh, but I saw on her Instagram that she can ride in an airplane with him.
She can, yes. But I think the situation is he can't be the driver. So someone sent in a question about their boyfriend they would like y'all's opinion on.
Okay.
How long do you guys think that you should be dating somebody before moving in with them? Because my parents are very conservative and they're not the biggest fan that I'm living with my boyfriend right now. So just want to know what you guys think is an appropriate amount of time. And then also to piggyback on that, what do you think is a good amount of time to really get to know somebody before taking that next step of marriage or whatever it might be?
Ew.
Okay, well, Stephanie and I are complete opposites. Like, she got engaged like 6 months later. I got engaged like 12 years later. No, and I was very young. But so speaking as a mom,
you guys, in my past, I dated guys and moved in with them, and have lived with a few guys, and you know what? It did not work out. Obviously, I'm married to Travis. One thing that I always tell.
Stop.
Are you guys there? Yeah, now I can hear you. Sorry, it went dead for a second. Sorry. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah. I've lived with a few guys that I dated and when I was younger, and obviously it did not work out. And I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, but if my advice to any girl that wants to get married, now not just date and live with somebody, but wants to get married, is don't move in with somebody. Because, Trey, what do I tell you?
Something about if you give them milk for free, they won't buy the cow or something like that.
Yep, exactly. So I truly, truly, truly think that if you live, from my own experience, when you live with somebody, a lot of times they don't really want to get married, or they don't feel a desire to do that, because you're pretty much living a married life, just they don't have to buy the cow. So this, my mom always says, don't buy the cow. Nobody's going to buy the cow if you give the milk away for free. And I used to be like, whatever, mom. But now I kind of agree with Travis. We dated for 6 months and got engaged. I think we were both at a place where we wanted to be married and have children. And I think that is kind of the biggest thing in relationships, is you both have to want the same thing. And the stars usually align when both people are in the same place in their life. If you're young and dating and this guy doesn't want to have kids for 10 years or get married for 10 years, you're probably not going to get married. He's probably not going to be the one unless you date him for 10 years and wait on his timeline. So for me, we both wanted a family. We both wanted to get married. Travis really quickly wanted me to quit my job, move, and be his live-in girlfriend in Dallas. And I told him absolutely not, because first of all, I learned from past experiences that it just never, I feel like people just get really comfortable whenever I've moved in with them in the past. And then, so he had to either come to Oklahoma or I had to come to Dallas, and we were engaged 6 months later. And I think because we both wanted the same thing, but also I think he was real sick of driving. So that is my whole thing. I don't know. I've lived with people in the past. I think it taught me a lot about life and relationships and marriage, believe it or not, because I think when you live with people, you really get to know who they are. But that next step, I think you and your boyfriend both have to want the exact same thing. And when that happens and you're on the same page, I think that's where it goes the distance.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I will say I will not live with someone until I'm engaged to them, though. Because I think there's something about having your own space. Even if you spend the night at their house every night, that's fine. Just have your own space to go back to if you want to.
No, that's I always had, until Brian and I got married, I always had my own little apartment. And even though we would stay with each other, like Trey said, I always had a place to go to. And for me, it was just like waiting to seal the deal, before we lived together, before I moved my stuff in with him. But also, like, I feel like, especially, I mean, I know right now, like here in the US, it's like crazy with like rent and everything. So I feel like it's an easy way to save money and collaborate, whatever. But it's really not, I don't feel like the right answer, because I don't know. Call me old fashioned, but I just like really genuinely feel like just waiting until there's a commitment there. That's like a commitment that, like what Steph said, like you want the same things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because it can get messy.
It can't be very.
We all know, we all got friends and family where it gets messy when you are living together and then there's a breakup.
That is very true.
Even a divorce.
Very, very
even
true.
a divorce, it's messy.
Yeah,
okay, so
it is. It's very awkward. Yeah, when you're living with somebody and you break up, it's like, oh, okay.
Well, since we're talking about divorce, who watched Beverly Hills this week?
You told me to watch it, but I did not try.
I did not
yet.
Okay.
I know he gets
well, let me
so
just
mad
tell
at
you,
me.
this was the best episode because Erica mentioned everything. Like, I mean, this was probably the best episode they've had in a long time because Erica goes through just about every rumor. She starts pulling up. Well, they start doing like flashback clips from the past, but she answers pretty much all your questions in this episode.
Wow.
And it was
Okay,
so interesting. So what's interesting is she does mention that she had to go and buy herself her own car, which is weird when she had 3 cars with Tom. And she's now in a new little house. And I mean, when I say little, it's probably like 3,000 square feet, which is pretty small when you were living in a, 18,000 square foot home.
Yeah, she had her own church in her house.
Yeah, yeah. And I know this is a rental house, but she had to go shopping for Christmas decor because she literally took like nothing from the house, which is very odd.
Okay, well, she was married to a lawyer. I have a friend.
Wouldn't all of their assets be seized during this investigation?
Not at this point. Not at this point in the show, because at this point she just filed divorce and she literally moved out like the next week.
Okay, well, I have a friend who we all know who divorced a lawyer. And I will say, I think there's nothing worse in the world than divorcing a lawyer. I mean, because they get all their legal stuff for free. And then you can be, you could spend every dollar you make.
$millions in debt.
Yeah.
They would know how to, they could also, I mean, literally. Like,
this guy knew how to manipulate and everything. Yeah. Like, it was not a good, I was like, oh, Lord, this is the worst divorce I've ever seen in my life. I felt
well, and that's
terrible.
Kind of what she was saying was she was like, I didn't have a prenup, but she was like, Tom's had 2 other marriages before me. Trust me, I'm getting nothing, basically is what she was saying. So it's very interesting to see that.
Are they talking about any of the legal stuff yet or no?
No, because Garcelle was on Watch Happens Live and kind of said that stuff hasn't come out yet in like where the show is filming. What was brought up was so that later, this was maybe, I don't know, a month after she moved out, she posted on Instagram these text messages that Tom had in a flip phone from this girl. I don't remember her name, but some older woman. And Garcelle said in this episode, she was like, I saw Tom at a restaurant last week with some lady like blonde mid-60s. And Erica was like, probably. Yeah. So it was very interesting. Now, what I can't tell, because does anyone follow Demois on Instagram?
No, I don't.
No.
They post all these blind items. And one of them was that Bravo is trying very, very hard to protect a certain housewife right now that's all over the media. Who knows who that could be? But it's watching the episode, you're trying to figure out like, all right, was Bravo protecting Erica then, or are they protecting her now? And what was interesting was that she said, and they've always portrayed Tom to be very just loving and kind and this amazing husband. But then they did this flashback clip to 2017, whenever Tom and Erica were at dinner with Lisa and Ken. And Tom's complimenting Lisa, and he's like, you're so smart, and you're so just like forward thinking. And Erica chimes in and she's like, and you're so intellectual. And Tom's like, Erica, I'm talking, not you.
Ooh, okay.
And like puts her down. But that was never shown. So it's like, all right, so were they hiding this all along, or are they trying to glorify her now? It's very interesting. But I will say, as of now, I feel bad for her. Now, did y'all watch Housewife and a Hustler?
Yes, I did. Yes.
No.
Oh,
Brandi never watches TV.
You did not put that on my homework list?
That's true. Okay, listen. Here's the best part. The best part about Housewife and a Hustler is that it opens up with Danielle Staub, who has literally no business being involved in this documentary. None. Absolutely none. And she is just so naturally shady. It's not even, I don't even call it shady. It's just like she will put anybody down. It is so interesting. And they're like, do you know her? And she's like, I worked with her a few times. And they're like, describe that. And she's like, well, I was on Watch How to with her twice, and she was terribly mean. And it was like, okay, come on. Like,
oh my God. Okay, well, I love Danielle. I have a special place for her in my heart. But I have not seen it. But I do love her, and she is, I mean, everybody has a past, right? And everybody has a story and the things that they've gone through. And I think, like, I don't know. I just have a special place for her. So I don't know.
No, I will say I was on Much of Friends Live with Danielle Staub as well, and everyone made such a big deal about it. And I was so nervous because I was like, oh my God, what are these? Because I really don't watch a lot of the franchises anymore. Now that you do it, I promise people, I'm not crazy. When you do it, it's different. It hits different when you watch it. It's like you know everything, all the behind the scenes stuff. So the magic's gone. And then you're like, okay, I know this happened because of this and this. And then, whenever everyone gets mad at at different franchises, like you're like, okay, but this person had to do something for everybody not to like her on that. There has to be more to the story. So when you're in it, all the stuff behind the scenes that doesn't get shown and what people go through, and you kind of you see things a little bit. Even this is like totally off topic, but I remember, I think our first year that we were on the show, it was the Yolanda's last year, which and they did the whole Munchausen thing on her. And I remember thinking, these ladies are such little a-holes for doing this to her because she's been so sick and da-da-da-da-da. And then you do the show. And then I think like a few years ago, it hit me why they were mad at her. They were mad at her, not because she was sick. They were mad at her because there's a lot of work and energy and time that goes into doing these shows, and you have to show up. And if you don't show, it's like your job. And if you don't show up, you get in trouble, or you're not pulling your load with the show, right?
And I will say, I mean, we're done with Dallas, or I'm done with, with filming for Dallas. And I will say that was, I feel like, a lot of friction that I felt like, even like with the Tiffany and I felt like I would get frustrated with her because, I mean, she has a full-time job, and she's a superhero with what she does. Like, she does it all. She's a mom and a doctor, and then she was doing this show, and it was just frustrating as, to be a part of something. And then every time we had to do something, it revolved around somebody else's schedule. And that's where I feel like a lot of frustration went. So I totally get it. And I think that it can get misconstrued at the end of the day, especially with editing and filming, that you look like a shithead, but really you're just like, hey, I'm frustrated because like we're showing up and then schedules get changed because we have to accommodate, that. But I mean, hey, and I probably was the asshole at the end of the day because this is a doctor, an anesthesiologist. And yet, I'm like, hey, I want to spend time with my family. I don't want to have to film every freaking night. So, but I mean, so I get it. Yeah, no, I do get it.
But I think that's also like Beverly Hills. I think with Yolanda, which is so off subject, but I look at it now and I'm like, they were frustrated with her, not because she was sick. I think they were frustrated with her because they were having to work constantly and do their job. And she did it kind of when she wanted to. And even though she's sick, I don't know if they really, I think there's a selfishness that went in it with them as well. So I kind of look at things a little differently because I'm like, okay, they were mad at her. Now I see it because she wasn't having to show up and do the work that they were doing, but she was getting paid a lot of money. And then, and then she was frustrated because they didn't understand what she was going through. So I look at it differently than the regular audience, I guess, because I've done it and you've done it, so you know where the frustration lies that isn't really seen.
Right.
Yes.
And
let's face it, that's why Janice was fired. I mean, that's not why Janice was fired. That's why Janice was the target of last season of Beverly Hills. Mm-hmm. Because when you don't show up, you become the hot topic. They'll talk about you behind your back.
Yeah. Well, and with Danielle, like she is a beautiful person, and like everybody has things that are going on in their life, and personal, intimate, whatever it is. But she, as a child, I think like you don't realize, I mean, there are statistics, there are 100% backings on the fact that, as a child, she was adopted, and it's like a proven fact that these children that are given up by their parents, like they carry this with them their whole life. They become very defensive. They become like there's always that sense of like defensive and like, am I wanted? Like, what's going on around me? So she has this protective shell around her because she doesn't know, and I think that they carry it with them. And I'm like every step of the way with Bruin and anything with the organizations I'm involved with, like it's such a real thing because from a baby, and I think like it has a lot to do with like how hard she is, and she gets kind of a bad rap,
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I have a friend that used to work for this huge bank in New York, and we were talking about this, and he was like, oh my God, he was like, I know her. And we were like, what? And he was like, oh my gosh. He said, she was the sweetest client I ever had. And we were all like, huh? And he was like, oh my gosh. He said, she like in person is so nice, is so kind, just like gentle and caring. And like, he's like, she knows how to make good TV. She knows how to make money.
I will say
she's an amazing mother. She is 100% like the best mom.
Yeah, I will say, I did watch What Happens Live with her, and I had never really, besides Andy Cohen's birthday, which I felt like or Andy Cohen's baby shower, you spent a lot of time with her. I really didn't, so I really didn't know her. And then I did that Watch What Happens Live with her, and everyone made such a big deal about it. I was like, oh Lord, I'm going to get, like what is going to happen? Is she going to be mean to me? And she was so kind. Her daughter was there, like you said, Brandi, and her daughter was doing, I think, cakes, dessert, or something, and Danielle literally wanted her daughter to be on What Happens Live to help her out with her, with her bakery stuff. And she was very, very kind to me. And I always appreciate kindness. And you don't always get that from people. So and like I said, I really don't watch Jersey that much. And all the Jersey women have been so nice. I really don't have anything bad to say about any of them. But she was very lovely, very, very kind and lovely. And I could tell that she's had a hard life. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of blind items, we have someone that sent another audio message about another blind item that they read that I actually read the same thing, and I have a little story to go with this.
Speaking of the blind tips, I read one that came in this week that said a current housewife who basically is being watched at the moment has still been up to her fraudulent ways. So they're basically hinting that they think that Jen Shah is still doing shady stuff while she is, not supposed to be.
I absolutely
hope not.
Well, we can hope not.
I feel like I can talk about all of the things now because I'm no longer employed by Bravo. But yeah, so I think like, well, first of all, I don't know if y'all saw the little post that she had posted where she was soliciting like a friend.
Yes.
What post? I didn't see anything. Which one?
Well, there was a post and she was kind of soliciting a friend, trying to be the matchmaker kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it. No.
Okay, well, yeah, like there was a post, like the thing, and then I was very confused because I was like, okay, what is she doing? Is she now a matchmaker or what is she doing? Like, I don't know, but.
Okay, so I got a voicemail last week, and remember she was calling people. Her big thing for a while was allegedly, is she was calling people, and you could I mean, you can pretty much decipher it's her voice in the thing, but whatever, allegedly. And she was calling people and saying that they have student loans, they need to rework the repayment on because they're defaulting or whatever. And that was kind of the premise of the scheme for a long time. Well, last week, I got a voicemail from a Utah number telling me that my student loans have defaulted and I need to call them back to get on a new payment plan. Well, guess what? I don't have student loans. I was like, honestly, I was like, I'm honored if I was on Jen Shaw's list. But I was like, just made me think. And then I read that blind item.
Do you really, really, really think, though, guys, that if you are getting in trouble for something that anybody, like, I don't care who you are, I don't think anybody would continue to do something that they are possibly going to, I mean, maybe even jail time. I mean, that just seems crazy to me.
It does seem crazy to me, but what else is crazy is how big that woman's ego is, and the fact that she will go online and ask for $2 million for legal fund and then go post pictures of her still wearing Gucci tracksuits and Louis Vuitton shoes.
That's what I was saying, and I didn't go there, but that's what I was saying, like, with the post about like, what are you doing? But then you're posting like, hey, help, do this for me. But then you're looking pretty amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, I think she is enough of an egotistical narcissist to think that she is above the law. Like,
oh my gosh.
Honestly, my first order of business would have been to quit the show and be like, I need to get out of the public eye. Obviously, she continued filming. So I don't know, but but you know what? I do know that she's out of that house because they sold the house. Whoever owns it sold it, so she is out of it. I don't know where she's living now. And honestly, I mean, good luck trying to find a rental property when all your assets are tied up right now.
Oh my gosh, it's just it's so crazy. Is her husband being is her husband being like standing by her and supporting her, or how is he?
He hasn't said much. I know
he's
her
like
trial
really
date
loved
is
too, isn't he? He's like,
I mean,
really
I just
loved.
remember watching the reunion, and I really liked him on the reunion. He just seemed so level-headed, so kind, so I mean, just like the things he said, I felt he was like a counselor, like very just made a lot of sense. Yes. He was very supportive.
Okay, but all right. So let's just put this in perspective. Stephanie, if you were making $5 million a year and you were the one paying for you and Travis's $30,000 a month house, and he didn't really know what you were doing, wouldn't you be like, hey, what's up? Or would he just be like, yeah, this is great? Like, he had to know there was something. There's some sort of knowledge there. Because
Travis would definitely know
money.
Because he's very type A. Like, Travis would definitely 100% know if, but I don't really know obviously I know my husband does not do anything.
Well, no, but if you were the one that was pulling in all this money, wouldn't he be like, hey, where's that coming from?
Yeah. I mean, did they, I guess do they share checking accounts? Do they do, I don't know. It's I could see Erica maybe not knowing more so than her husband. Right. But again, is that like a sexist thing for me to say? Because I feel like guys usually know where the money is and all that stuff. But maybe that's
just in general. I think if you all of a sudden had all this money, all these designer clothes, your spouse is gonna know. Like,
oh my gosh, Travis would know. Yes, like Travis always is like he thinks I spend money stupidly.
No, Brian 100% would know because I am like the cheap one of the two of us.
No, you are Brandi. Brandi is definitely the most frugal one out of the two of them. Yes, like you're definitely.
I mean, so you
will see me at TJ Maxx and like all of the things, but Brian is very opposite of me. Like everything he has,
yes,
is top of the line.
Yeah, he's definitely more of a splurger than you are. Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like Travis is more of a splurger on big items. I think I am on like shoes and handbags and clothes.
Like, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see what happens. I always say it's always like, innocent until proven guilty. Because I think a lot of times people will be proven guilty in the public eye. And then I always think like, what if they're innocent? Right. And then,
Well, okay, so his salary is
drag
public
through.
knowledge.
Who's?
Ooh.
Her husband's salary is public
Well,
knowledge.
yeah,
So he made. I just googled it.
Yeah,
He made $553,000 last year,
which is a lot of money.
Which is amazing.
a decent amount of money. Yeah, but considering what she was spending, I would say, wow, you're actually spending a lot more money than I make. Where's that money coming from?
Yeah.
Don't ask, don't tell.
And this has gone on for so long. Who knows, honestly? Who knows? But speaking of homes, Brandi, how's your new home coming along?
Oh my God, do I have a story for y'all? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. I mean, basically, so yes, we are already on our second builder. The first one, unfortunately, we let go. We just were not seeing eye to eye, obviously. But we also, I mean, it's a whole story. I'm going to have to tell y'all next time, basically. I'm going to have to tell you.
What?
Well, because I just want to make sure that there's no contractual thing and check with Brian. I definitely it's a good story. Trey and Stephanie actually know this story. Actually, I think anybody that'll listen, I will tell to, but I just want to make sure that I don't get myself in trouble.
Breaking contracts.
But yeah, breaking like contracts. Yes. But also I want to, I'm at the beach right now, and we're staying in this amazing property on the beach, and it's beautiful and amazing. And I've got Brie here because it is her first time to the beach, and it's her first time at the beach, and she loved it. It's so crazy because she's already 5 months, and I can't believe that she's already 5 months. But one thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about and tell y'all about is that, she's growing, and it's the best feeling in the world. But it's also finding the right toys to help her grow and learn. It actually can be challenging. And then one of the best things is like we're traveling, and I literally got her little box for Love Every. The best box in the world is Love Every, and it comes in the mail, and you have a subscription, and it's play kits tailored to the child's exact learning stage. So you have the right toys for the right time with new play kits delivered every few months that grow with your child. And so like this one is awesome because she has a mirror, and let me tell you, okay, I don't like to look at myself a lot, but Brian does. He loves him some Brian. So she's a lot like Brian. And it came with raffles and just perfect, just toys that she can learn and grow with. And it takes the guesswork out of our child's play. And if you choose Love Every today, you can get free shipping when you sign up to receive your play kits at loveevery.com/weeklydose. That's loveevery.com, lovevery.com/weeklydose for free shipping. Loveevery.com/weeklydose. I'm telling you, I mean, it's amazing. Sorry, I know I just totally changed the topic on y'all because we're sitting here talking about some serious stuff. But for your kids, if you need that, they have them going up to the toddler years, and it's perfect. And also, it's great for parents. And here's the best part about it. Is that I am not like the rental property that I'm in right now. I literally rented everything that you can think of because I don't have the things at home. And then of course, here I am, I'm here, and she's not using all the things the huge things. She's using everything out of her box to play with. And it's just simple and easy, and it's easy to pack, and you're on your way.
Very, very, very cool. Well, to wrap things up, I have to tell you a story about yesterday, because we didn't do a podcast last week. And last week, first of all, let me go back. Last week, I had a little birthday dinner that Brandi and Trey put together that was so much fun. And one of the girls that came is just like very, very, very sweet. But she's like that person that I don't know what I'm going to do when her birthday rolls around, because she's always
wildly wealthy. Let's be honest.
She's really like too wealthy for her own good, right? Like, and I don't even know what else. So anyway, so she comes and she has a bodyguard, I'm not even going to lie, with her, right? Because she has that much jewelry on her body. And so she comes bearing a birthday gift, which was this Louis Vuitton bag, right? So she gets me for my birthday these adorable Louis Vuitton coasters, like to put my drinks on, which I never going to feel so fancy drinking my water. And then she bought me something else that I opened that looked like a wallet, like the super cute wallet. Well, then I open it up and it is Louis Vuitton straws, like metal straws. So anyway, she's like a lot of money, very like great gift giving, like almost to the point where I'm like, I don't know how to reciprocate when your birthday comes around, but I guess I'll give it a whirl. And her kid's 5th birthday was yesterday, and we don't have our kids with us. So Travis was like, hey, we're going to this girl, her name's Cam and her husband's house for their child's 5th birthday. And I've never been to her house or met her children. I've just been to dinner with her and her husband multiple times. So I was like, okay. I said, well, Travis, is it a boy or a girl? And he was like, let me find out. So then he comes back and he's like, it's a boy. So I was like, oh, and I remember saying, oh, I wish it was a girl because girls are so much easier to shop for. Like you could just buy them a doll at 5 years old. Anyway, but Travis was like, will you please go get a gift? So yesterday I go to Target, I'm looking and you know, and it's a lot of pressure because she gives really good gifts. Right. And I'm like, oh God, like what do I get her child? Like Gucci sunglasses? Like, I don't know. So anyway, so I go to I'm like, I'm going to go to Target and get him. So Travis wanted me to get some water guns and I didn't, thank God. But I did get like this Lego set, right? It was like a airplane Lego set for kids, you know, 5 and up. And so I wrapped it up and, you know, this boy paper, take it to the birthday party. We get there and, you know, there are tons of kids running around and she answers the door and we're over there talking and we're walking around looking at her property with her and her husband. And come to find out, her daughter comes up. It is her daughter's birthday. Travis told me it was a boy. I bought her daughter a boy present in boy wrapping paper for her little girl's birthday. So embarrassing. I did not even know what to say. I just wanted to get out of there as soon as possible. So now I was like, Travis, this is all your fault. And if I would have done that, he would have been so annoyed with me. So I'm like, now I have to go to like get her some doll or something and make up for it because I'm sure that little girl is going to open her gift from Travis and I and be like, what in the world would I want this boy toy from? Like,
I love that.
Oh yeah, you do because you are not. I mean,
gift actually something different.
Oh shoot, it was so. I mean, yeah, it's different. It's different. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was so horrible. So we got out of there before they opened the gifts because I was like, I can't sit around for this humiliation.
Oh my gosh.
So that is my thing yesterday. But I did go to a 5-year-old birthday party with no children. It was great.
That's so sweet of you.
It was great. But yes, my husband totally did me wrong.
Oh my goodness. Well, Brandi, I hope you enjoy the beach. Stephanie, I hope you enjoy living life without children for another week.
Yes. Well, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much, everyone who set in and listened and for the questions and for the stories. We really, really appreciate you guys as always. And we hope you have the most amazing week. Yes,
happy 4th.
We do. We love you very much. Yes, happy 4th. Bye, guys.
All right, bye.